Star Wars fans and Yoda fans, we have here the web exclusive SH Figuarts Master Yoda. Now this Master Yoda is based on episode 1 to episode 3, more the CGI Yoda. Now of course if you are looking for either Empire Strikes Back or the Return of the Jedi Yoda, then you can pick up the Hasbro Black Series one for the meantime. So yeah guys, this Master Yoda is amazing. Really well done job from Figuarts. It includes a lot of accessories and amazing paintwork. Like for example, here you can see this face sculpt. It's nicely done using the new face printing tech, and then the head sculpt itself, really well crafted. Even the gray brush in the hair is really nice touch, and little shadowy areas that you wouldn't think you would know. What's amazing enough is that the ears feel like they're not gonna break if you drop it. It's just like a little soft kind of tip plastic. Then the rest of the skull feels really nice. As for the rest of the figure, you can see here that they did a nice job doing a little paint shading, and even like on the foot areas, it's just a little amount of details they did a good job on. In the back of the figure, you can see here that the back robe actually has a little shadow in the bottom, a nice mesh of paint right here, and even a little Jedi robe area here, just little random areas of shadowing. Nice job there, Bandai. Now, even if you pop the neck off, you'll see here that the neck even has a little nice sculpt, and it's painted as well. And even a nice little collar there. Now, of course, Master Yoda also includes the Jedi Council chair. And this thing's amazingly done. It has a nice gloss effect. It has just a nice little reflection. And it doesn't even weigh a lot. And surprisingly, it pops off. And the reason why it pops off is because you actually put Yoda's legs in here, and you put him sitting down with his Jedi sitting down robe accessory. And how you install this, it's really simple. All you gotta do is there's a lot of ways to actually do this. I would recommend just popping the arms off because they come off easily. But if you want to be like other people are like, oh, don't want to break the figure, no worries. You can also pop the head out and do one arm at a time. I would rather do it this way just because it's a bit more simple. So I pretty much just pop out Yoda's head, Yoda's arms, insert this over here. You're going to see a little socket joint there. You click it, and then you can see little 2 socket holes here. You press that, and you press that one. You tuck his little feet as much as you can. You can see like a little gap area for the feet. And then you put in Yoda's head, put in his arms. You can hear a little click click for each socket. Click. And now you tuck in Yoda's feet, and ta-da! Relaxing in my Jedi Council chair. And it really goes well. The scale of this thing goes well with the figure. And you can also put in like other Jedi member figures, or just other lines. But yeah, this is one sweet accessory that I'm surprised they even included. And also this area feels rubbery, so don't worry if you're gonna think like, oh, am I gonna scratch that? Not even. Like you can see here that there's no damage. You even have to put in Yoda. Now to put the other piece back on, all you do is gotta clip it. You can see a little socket, kind of like a socket area, just so you can like click, no problems. You can put Yoda just like chilling like that, but it wouldn't make sense. Now as for other figures using this chair, here's a Marvel Legends Scarlet Spider. So you can see that it's a bit, a big figure chair as the small chair for little figures. As for another effect, you actually get the Jedi robe that looks like it's more for battling or just for like that wind blow effect. Now so for this one, it's the same way as you're installing the Jedi robe one. For me, just pop the arms up, pop the head out, and then put it in. And make sure you make the socket joint clicks in the back, just so it has like a nice tight feel. And there you go, Master Yoda is almost done with the battle effect. Click the arms, click the head, and click the other arm. And now it has more of that wind effect or battle effect. So you can pretty much just have your lightsaber holding like this and do that cool pose where he just looks in the movie. As for the accessories, you also do get the Yoda closing eye head. You can see here, same sculpt, but nicely done even with the eyelids being shut. You can see the little wrinkles and nicely detailed there. Then of course you get the basic Figuarts. Let's look to the right head because I don't know what happened to the moving eyes head. I think the whole Woody thing pretty much caused something, and now we're all getting the right looking face. Like, don't look at right. And just an example on how it looks next to the other head that looks straight. Pretty much same sculpt, but just the eyes moving. Accessories, you also get the Yoda lightsaber. And this thing is a huge letdown because even though it has a nice groove over here, it does not detach. The lightsaber effect is stuck onto the lightsaber. And it does not make sense. You usually get the lightsaber piece and then the lightsaber effect detachable, but Master Yoda does not have that effect. I don't know why Bandai went this route, but we're kind of stuck here now. Now as for Yoda hands, you do get a left and right, almost relaxed hands, but one of them actually has like a little socket joint hole, and you'll see why. It's actually for his cane. You can see here it's a nice sculpt, it has a nice groove, and a little wood feel. Just a simple mesh of brown, but you know, it's the fact that they added this, which is nice. Now you're gonna see a little L shape here, and you just insert it on Yoda's hand, and you hear the click. And let's grab Mr. Yoda, see how it looks in scale. Pop hand in the hand with no problems. Click. You see here, stamps and no issues at all. Scales with the figure. Let's pop a head in. Let's flip it, and there you go. Master Yoda with the wind effect with his cane. Ooh. Looking well, scales well. It's a nice feel. Now, so the other hands, you do get two open socket hands, which are for holding the lightsaber or just holding objects. Then he does come with left and right, like kind of like a grabbing hand or using a force hand. You see here, there's the left one, and then the right one. As for popping Yoda's hands, really simple. All you gotta do is pop out the old hand. You can see it's holding on a little nub joint. And then we're gonna put in the new hand, which is gonna be the Jedi holding hand. Sorry, the Jedi holding hand, the lightsaber hand. You can see here, it clicks in no problems. And you can just insert the little saber, boom. Now as for articulation for Master Yoda, he has the little limited areas because, you know, the robe is in the way. So if you guys really want to see the full articulation, take out the robe. I'm going to do it with the robe just because, you know, it's part of his figure. So as for the head, you can tilt that far left, tilt that far right, look that much down, and look that much back. And you do have a neck joint, so you can try to tilt the head more down. But, you know, the neck joint doesn't have that much movement. You can just, like, tilt around the head. As for arm movement, you can raise the arm this high up, and you can raise it this far up, and it stops right there. And it's actually using butterfly joints, which is strangely enough, you don't have a lot of butterfly movement. But I'm guessing it's probably just because some of this sculpt here is blocking it. But that's just my train of thought there. As for elbows, you do have single jointed elbows, so you're gonna just bend it that far back. And there's actually a lot of good range right there. I think it's fairly common, like the Rocket Raccoon one. Now, as for swivel, you don't. But you can like swing around the arm with no problems. So it's a lot of range there. You can see you can pull this much forward. Pop the little butterfly joint. You can get this close to the mouth. And as for hand rotation, you can rotate it with no problems. This does not get in the way at all. So it's a nice move. It's a nice feel. Now as for hand movement, you can go this far up, that far down, this far left, and that far right. Now as for waist articulation, you can tilt that far left and that far right. So not a lot of tilting. And as for trying to push Yoda down, it's kind of limited there because, you know, you don't really have a half crunch, so you're just going to use the waist crunch. So you're going to be able to push this far down and that far back. And if you go any farther or farther down, it's going to pop off the waist joint. So don't start freaking out if it does, because you can easily click it back in. Like, for example, you can see here it's on a socket joint. And it clicks in with no problem. Now as for leg articulation, I took out the robe just because it might be blocking some of the view. Now as for splits, you can go all the way down. And you see here that you have like some kind of like crotch movement area here. And these are just like little, I want to say shoulder pads, but for the crotch. So don't think they're part of the articulation. As for splits, you can go all the way down here. And it kind of stays right there. I mean, if you go any farther down, you just might pop off the leg. Now as for kicking, you can kick this far up, so you can kick really high. You can even probably touch his toes high. And as for kicking back, you can kick this far back. And that's a lot of range right there. And you still even have your single jointed elbows, so you can back tip your shoulders here, and no problem at all. As for leg swivel, you could tilt it a little left and a little right, so still good range there. As for ankle articulation, you can tilt that far. Let's see, this is gonna be straight right here, so you're gonna be able to tilt left that and right. And as your toe up, let's see, kind of toe up there, but a lot of good down. But overall, a lot of greater leg articulation, that's for sure. And as for the belt, it does move, so you can like slide it around if you like. Or actually, nope, it's part of the crotch belt. I'm so sorry, guys. But yeah, it still tilts around, so it gets in the way. Just make sure to push it down so your Master Yoda can look a little bit more farther down. But look, he can even touch his toes. And a scale comparison with Master Yoda with all these other lines. You got the Black Series Hasbro Ezra, the Black Series Hasbro Master Yoda, the Figuarts Luke, and the Marvel Legends Scarlet Spider. So overall, the Figuarts Master Yoda figure is an amazing piece. I honestly recommend it for any Star Wars Figuarts fans or just Black Series fans that just want a good Master Yoda figure, especially for combat. This is the type of, Master Yoda that you want for fighting, and this is Master Yoda you want for retiring, which, kind of irony. But overall, if you guys are on a budget, I understand. Hasbro is there for you. If you guys have the funds, the Figuarts one is there for you. But overall, it's an amazing piece, and I'm glad to have both of these in my collection. So yeah, guys, hopefully this review is helpful. And if you have any questions or comments, please post them below, and I'll do my best to respond back. And before anyone asks, the soft goods will fit too big on the Master Yoda here. I mean, if you were to cut it up or tuck it in, it might be able to be passable. So just in case those are asking. Alright guys, thanks for watching and take care. Peace.